Welcome, everyone, to part 5 of the 2014 Minnesota State High School Clay Target League's Coaches Conference. And this year, we have some very exciting news because the 2014 Minnesota State High School League State Tournament is now called the 2014 Championship. So, the League Championship, which is going to be held in Alexandria, Minnesota, is some very exciting news this year. With the 2014 League Championship, is our competition now is going to go from Friday on June 6th to Monday on June 9th, and that's going to be held at Alexandria Shooting Park in Alexandria, Minnesota, which features 19 trap fields and is the largest shooting park in the state. This year we expect more than 3,200 participants, which will make it the largest youth trap shooting event in the world. So with the new assigned classes that the league is installing this year, is the shooting days will be determined in late March, which is great news for coaches and families, rather than waiting until late May, which has been done previously. That means Class 1A will shoot on Friday, Class 2A will shoot on Saturday, Class 3A will be Sunday, and Class 4A will be Monday. What that means, which is also very exciting news, is teams will shoot together all on a single day. That means coaches, parents, family, and friends only need to travel for a single day rather than the 3 previous days that was required for each competition. In addition to the exciting news about the championship, but we still are going to keep the competition in novice, junior varsity, and varsity classifications. And this year we're going to do that by the athlete's year-end season average rather than the week 4 season average. Again, in the novice competition, that means for shooters that average between 0 and 14.99. For junior varsity, that's going to be from 15 to 18.99. And varsity classification is a 19 to 25 average. And so basically for each class we're going to have 3 different competitions in a single day. And so we'll provide individual awards and team achievements for championship, and we'll also award the conference titles at that same championship. That's similar to last year. Electronic athlete registration will make it easy for coaches to help include those teams. And this year there's no ACT test date conflicts. Again, the fee is $25 per athlete, which is the same as last year, which will include targets, t-shirt, backpack, and lots of giveaways. What's very exciting, too, this year is the 2014 Minnesota State High School League Presenting Partner State Tournament. That's going to happen on Saturday, June 14th, and we're proud to announce that that's going to happen at the Minneapolis Gun Club in Prior Lake. The Minneapolis Gun Club has hosted our state championship for multiple years, a few years ago. The State High School League's championship will feature team and individual competition. And with this state tournament, Minnesota becomes the first and only state high school athletic association to sanction a trap shooting tournament in the country. Similar to how Minnesota was first in girls hockey, they're now the first for trap shooting. And in order for the presenting partner state championship to occur, this program had to be endorsed by the High School Coaches Association, the School Administrators Association, the Secondary School Principals Association, and the School Board Association. So we thank everyone who is supporting this state tournament on behalf of the Minnesota State High Clay Target League. The guidelines for that state tournament for the State High School League is participants must be in grades 7 through 12 and in good standings as defined by the Minnesota State High School League rules. That means 6th graders will not qualify to participate. Schools must be Minnesota State High School League members, and there's no cost to schools or participants. Typically, the State High School League, for any tournament teams, typically charge $100 per school for participation in a state tournament, but there's no cost in 2014. Participants need to provide their firearm, ammo, ear, and eye protection, as they do always, and targets are paid for by the league. We'll follow the Minnesota State High School Clay Target League policies and procedures, and it's also good to know that June 14th is also the last ACT test. So if you are considering in qualifying for the state tournament, we strongly suggest that you take your ACT test early so there's no conflict on June 14th for you to compete in Minnesota's first trap shooting sanctioned state tournament. Team qualifications are going to be determined for competition, and that'll be determined at the Minnesota State High School League's championship on June 6th through 9th that we just talked about. So there are some terrific improvements to our championship to become the qualifying tournament for team competition. Top teams in each class, which are assigned by day, will qualify. The number of qualifying teams for each class depends on the number of conferences in that class. So for an example, if Class 2A has 5 conferences, the top 5 teams for that shoot on Saturday will qualify for state. Teams will consist of 5 athletes plus up to 2 alternates as chosen by the coach, and they'll shoot 100 targets. The team competition will have first, second, and third place, including ties. In addition to the team competition, the individual competition qualifications, and this will include the top 100 and ties in the Minnesota State High School Clay Target League's regular season average scores. These are scores that will be in your team management system for the coaches and also be able to monitor in your shooter performance tracker this year. Individuals must compete in all competition weeks. If a reserve week is during a competition week, that certainly qualifies in competing for all weeks. Individuals will shoot 100 targets, and first through 8th place plus ties will be crowned champions for the state tournament. The schedule: Friday, June 13th, practice will be available from morning until evening. And then on Saturday, June 14th, as the morning we'll have the team competition, and the afternoon we'll have individual competition. Future information can be found at mnclaytarget.com, and the qualifications and items are subject to change. Again, we thank you and everyone who makes this possible with the championship and the state tournament that's going to occur this year. It's going to be a very exciting year for everyone that's participating.